Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Told you that break was short. Hope you put to bed. We are back for the final game tonight with the 34 Ducks versus the Free Agents. I am Staff Sergeant Washington, aka Logan Silvers, joined here by
Staff Sergeant Porter, also known as Sejuani's Flail.
And Tech Sergeant Odell, also known as Eternal Cries, with our production manager, Matt, known as Sniper.
All right, we are going into this game pretty strong with these bands. We have the Malzahar and Shaco band, followed by a Diego, and we are still waiting on the next band. But these are pretty strong bands. Kali, common band for this season. And there looks like they're going to be locking in that Kane. I don't think anyone wants to see Kane after what we just saw. And yeah, it looks like they locked out that Kane. We're looking pretty strong right now, boys. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, Kane's a menace. I mean, Jabberwocky even said it. Was just saying you got a permaban Kane, and I have to agree with him. Right? Obviously, there'll be some players in the league that will try and force blue Kane in certain situations, or they'll try and play like a red Kane. And maybe it's not good for a certain style comp fit. But once again, here comes Smolder, not being banned away. So 34th will take that. So Smith is going to be very happy getting that in the bot lane. But as we see on the opposite side now, okay, so there's going to be Shen. You can flex that support or top, as we've seen before in the league. And Senna coming out for the side of the free agents. Now, I have seen that's actually Frozen Bullet's main is Senna.
I am okay, another Smolder and Shen game. This is there like a is there like a is there like a deal going around? Is there something
No,
I don't know about?
just Smolder's very strong, very meta right now. It's the same thing when Aphelios was first released, right? And it was very strong, very overtuned, and then it was like, okay, let's completely gut him, and now he's only picked in certain situations. Kind of how it is for Hoi mid too, like a large amount of AP, the burst damage that comes out in the mid game. You got a fear, you got enough peel for yourself. So, Yone getting locked in. So I would assume that's going to be for Gerbs in the top lane. I don't think AoE plays it mid. But that's just my own analysis. I could be completely wrong on this, but that's from the early take. And we do see the Milio coming out for Downtowny.
I'm still stuck on the Shen. This is what is this the third Shen we've seen today?
I believe so.
It was 3 games of Shen. Do I
And 3 games, yeah.
did I
I think
miss a patch?
well, we said in the league it had
I'm
80% win
confused.
rate. So at least for the top sides, everyone's just like, oh, Shen's really strong, pick Shen. But I
And
think
Shen is strong. Don't get me wrong, but it's throwing me off because I played years and I've barely seen him outside of like one other friend who is a Shen and a Philios main. This is I'm loving it. It's just I'm surprised.
I think it's also the fact too, right? Shen's one of those champions that even if you fall behind early, it doesn't matter. You still have a game-changing global ultimate, and it doesn't have to be like line of sight. It's just, okay, there's the champion, R, good to go, and then you just go in, and then it's just like, hey, I'm here. I might be 50 up down like 60 CS, but you're trying to fight around. It doesn't matter how much CS you're down. You're enabling the rest of your team to carry you. So that's why I think a lot of people like Shen. As not it is a niche, right? It is a niche pick, but I think it's just because of the protection he offers. We see the Briar and the Kha'Zix being banned out. They still do not want Jabberwocky to play that, but it's Jabberwocky. His Kane is still available if he's. Oh, boy, no, they banned Kane, so you don't let them have it. Excuse me. Um, but we do see the Galio and the Xin Shao getting taken away. So I imagine free agents goes jungle here, and then they leave counter pick for mid, but I could be wrong. That should be Senna Bard, unless it's River Shen, in which case I'm all here for it. But that should be Senna Bard bot lane. And that's still a very strong brand jungle. That's still a very, very strong right now. Even after they did some slight tweaks to him, he's still very reliable in the jungle. and it doesn't matter in team fights, right? I think it's is it not Cataclysm? No, it's not Cataclysm. It's Jarvan. I forget what his ultimate's called. But if you're gonna get to bounce a couple times and you have
Pyroclasm, I
Thank you,
think it is.
Pyroclasm. Yeah, no, I think you're right. You get that to bounce right. You get the passive to proc, especially with Leandres, and you also have Malignants. Like, it's just shreds through them, and it just guts any teams that have a big front line engage tool. So Volibear will get picked up. I imagine we might see the Volibear jungle, whether or not he wants
my
to
God.
go Diana mid. Could be Diana mid. Looks like it's gonna be Diana mid.
I want to point
That'll be
out that
from
the 34 Ducks. Oh, go ahead. I'll do it after yours.
Oh, no, I was saying that me, Malzahn Pals, I think that's one of his other comfort picks is if Malzahar gets banned away and, what does he have? And yeah, I think that's a good pickup for them.
I want to put out the 34 Ducks.
Right.
The 34th Ducks have a team full of some of the most problematic champs that we have seen this season. Smolder, Yone, Melio, Volibear, Diana, in multiple games this season have proven to be a struggle for many of the teams. So this is a powerhouse of a roster right now. And then the free agents locking in that very end. That's a pretty solid pick too. And I love a good Swain Shen synergy. Where you have Swain going in with his was it Swarm of Crows, and then the Stand United comes in and you know gives him that extra beefiness he needs to just put down the damage, heal up, and make it out of that fight. It's gonna. I don't know which team to pick.
Also, I was wrong. I apologize. I kept saying Malzahn Pals, like, oh, Malzahn Pals, is going to be picking this Diana. It's actually for AoE. I was looking at the teams wrong. Swain going to be picked up for Malzahn Pals. Okay, so if I'm looking at teams, obviously Senna scales well. Smolder, Senna, and Brand will scale very well together. Swain, again. If 34th can get an early lead and pressure the early lead, it should be theirs to lose at that point. However, if they are even or if they fall behind and either let Senna get stacks, Swain get a couple kills under his belt, it's going to be very hard for 34th to fight into him. So the early game is going to be very dependent on that. However, based on experience that these teams have and playing into them, and obviously Frozen Bullet getting his main on Senna, I will have to lean the side of the free agents for this matchup.
I'm just gonna cheer on my girl Fig. I know Gerbs is e-subbing in for the 34th right now, but my girl Fig is on her Shen, and honestly, I love her Shen more than sadly her Wukong or her Susan. So
I mean, there's no mana on the Shen.
Yeah, you can't be no mana Myra if you don't have mana. So it
Big
should be
brain.
pretty easy for us.
Big brain. Well, with that, I think I'm going to lean mine more towards the 34th Ducks. I'm just loving the pick of all those champions and everything like that. But don't go too far, guys. We're going to go on a break while we wait for the team and the game to set up. So grab your snacks, grab your food, use the restroom, whatever you need to do. This is the final game of the night, so get everything you need tight and cozy with you. We'll be back soon.
Welcome back to the final game of the night. On the blue side, we have the 34th IS Ducks, and on the red side, we have the final. Oh wait, yeah, because the thing was wrong. I apologize. On the red side, we have free agents. For the side of the 34th, for the top laner, Senior Airman Gerber, also known as Gerbs. In the jungle, we have Senior Airman Peppers. In the mid lane, we have Senior Airman Geese AoE. And for the jungle, you can't read the name because they changed to Korean, but it's actually Hoochu, just so everyone's tracking. For the ADC for the 34th IS, you have Senior Airman Smith, also known as Smitty. And in the bot lane on Milio, you have Senior Airman Kenny on Praxidum.
And for the side of the free agents, secret agents, we have in the top lane Senior Man Fig as Peachy Myra, Staff Sergeant Alvi as Jabberwocky in the jungle, Staff Sergeant McBride as Meows and Pals in the mid lane, Senior Man Solts as Frozen Bullet on AD carry, and Staff Sergeant Brown as Downtown in support.
Yep. I gotta say, I think it's funny that I mean, I think it was brought up last stream, but Riot made all these changes to the text to make it work, and we still have a broken box.
Yeah, I think it's a spectator issue only. I mean, as was evident a week or two ago, I don't think there's absolutely any priority. Oh, Hoochu actually stealing away. Wait, what is going on? Oh, we are vertically jungling this game. Okay, I don't think there is any priority when it comes to the normal client in-game spectator client. So I think they fixed it, and then they just didn't check to see if it works in spectator. You know, I could have an absolute what's it called? The thing that you write right before you get a doctorate, the big paper. Yeah, I could have a huge thesis ready. Dissertation.
I don't know why I said
ready. I don't know. Big paper ready to complain about all the things that Riot doesn't do to support the regular player base and the normal, just like the overall normal players in the game. And 90% of the reason of the issues fall on the client being dog, and that they haven't made a new client. They haven't fixed a lot of the issues that happen in the client. Oh god. Oh, Hoochu going to catch out Jabberwocky right here. Going to flash and get the stun. First blood onto Jabberwocky right there. The vertical jungle happening, but there's only 3 camps taken from the blue team, and he's there to meet him. Huge pathing just going out from Hoochu right there. But yeah, TLDR, Riot needs to get their stuff together. They need to make a new client. They need to make sure stuff works for the average player, because a huge part of their player base cares about stuff like this that we're running, like the player run tournaments and competitions where we need support. We can't even spectate games live in a custom game. Like there's no like game integrity that's issues that are happening here. Except for like the player run leagues and stuff, and pro-am leagues and amateur leagues. Like we just, as long as those leagues have rules to make sure you're not watching games streams. Oh, here we go with a bot lane play. We're going to get a big stun on a Praxium right there. That will be heal coming out, and they're going to try to flash finish off that kill. The ignite will take him down. Huge play from Downtown right there with the journey right there. What is that called? Magical Journey.
Magical Journey.
Yep. Yeah, but unfortunately, as far, I don't know about watching the game live as a spectator, but I will say it is unfortunate Riot cares too much about some things that are just nobody needed. Like we didn't need the character change, but it worked competitive, so they had to do it, right?
Yeah, I mean, normal spectator, the delay makes sense. Like there are worlds where your friend could be in a game and you could spectate someone on the enemy team and give them live information. So a 3-minute delay makes sense. Wards expire, like things change too much in 3 minutes in a lot of games for it to matter. But for custom games, when we're running the show, we should be allowed to spectate live.
I think, well, as far as like with this, with our tournament, I don't know if that's possible. Most people are at their homes and we appreciate the integrity, or recognize that we have players that have integrity.
Oh, Hoochu coming in right here. Peachy Myra going to taunt out of there.
Ooh, dude, maybe. Okay, let's go, man. Oh, me down some power.
Oh. Going in, flashing away before the Moonfall drops. Huge flash from Meows and Pals right there. Keeping him alive with Praxium going in there for the gank.
Yeah, but as I was saying,
Delicious.
TLDR, Riot, please.
Spin your
But
mouth.
that's been the song.
Oh, sorry.
Some trades happening top lane between Pichimara and Gerbs. Nothing too fancy. Pichimara walks off with a little help, but Gerbs taking a free.
Oh, barely missed the
Pichimara
taunt.
barely missing that taunt. Ooh.
Hoochu going to take out the Void Grubs for his team. That will be 3-0, but free agents trading for the Dragon. Jabberwocky right here, level 5 on the brand, but Praexium getting caught out. That will be a kill over to Frozen Bullet right there. 2-1 leading the game right now from the Secret Agents. And meanwhile, AOI going in for a little bit of a trade on the Mouse and Pals, but going to dodge out that snare and walk out of there.
Yeah, I got the idea, right? I mean, Praxium wants to kind of go in, poke him out. Hopefully that Smitty can rotate over, but the problem is you don't have a Volibear there. They're on the opposite side of the map getting Rift. Or getting Rugs, excuse me. So you're already down a member. So 3v2. Smitty's stuck in lane, burns the flash and the heal. Okay, I don't mean to burn both of them, but burns it anyway just to be on the safe side. So Gerb's going in, misses the taunt, takes one tower shot, should be fine. But trying back to my point before another fight breaks out, you have a numbers disadvantage. Smitty is stuck in lane, so they just collapse on it and essentially, unfortunately, gives a free kill over to the side of free agents.
Peachy has an opportunity to taunt, to do a flash taunt. I don't know if she feels confident there, but looks like not gonna take it. But still, pretty good holding her own against Gerbs up there.
Yeah, no, she's done a very great job top so far, right? Not trying to overextend, trying to get small, windows opportunity of just surviving in lane, grass procs, and doesn't matter. If you keep a Yone even, he's not getting far ahead, you're perfectly fine. Malice of Hells is going to engage upon big shield from the Senna. Has to burn flash for Aori, but Dawning Shadow coming in. The Demonic Ascension should time out as it does, and now Hoochu is here to just help shove in the wave. Gonna make Swain back a little bit later than he wants to, and just an exchange of summoner spells, and that'll be it. Still even. It's only 300 gold for the side of free agents, but that's it. Not a big deal. Jabberwocky is contesting this Rift Scuttle with Hoochu, and they were getting more support. Idown Tani is actually on the roam. They do see it now. They're slowly getting in their favor. No, you can't push it back that way. Smite does come out. It will go to the side. Gerbs engages upon escapes the magical journey. Hoochu is going on Jabberwocky. Does pop the Stormbringer. It's passive for Jabba, but he will go down. Pyroclasm not enough. And unfortunately, a kill going over to the side of 34th as they fought over the Scuttle Crab. I guess you can call Jabberwocker Blabber.
Yeah, big catch right there from the Ducks, going to punish this brand jungle, who can be extremely vulnerable early, especially right now while they just got his flash burn, so he's going to have to be extremely careful for the next few minutes. But tying up the game, a little bit of a gold lead in favor of the Ducks right now, and this Volibear jungle just showing how strong it is starting to be in the meta. It's a super, super strong top laner, and even not as strong of a jungler, but still very prominent.
Indeed.
Oh, first item Serpent's Fang from Senna right now. That is it's a smart buy, but a very, very noticeable buy from Frozen Bull right there. The Demon Flare coming out from Mouse and Pals right now. Now the Moonfall going to match. Stand United coming out. Huge call from the Secret Agents right there. Mouse and Pals will go down, but Pichimara right here, and the taunt going to go on to Hoochu, finishing him off. Gerb coming down from the top lane. Myra flashing out, question mark, and that will be a 1-for-1 in the mid lane. Or sorry, 1-for-2 in the mid lane.
It's fine. We've seen some questionable flashes, but it's like I said, just wants to make sure she's safe. Doesn't, overextend or dive for no reason. But that was a great Stand United coming out. It's actually seen plenty of awesome Stand United coming out of the Shen. That's how you want it. Oh, you're about to go down and you barely live just because of that extra shield, and as a result, they get the shutdown on Hoochoo on the volley, and gold is even despite the 1 kill advantage for the side of the free agents.
I think I think yeah, I mentioned earlier about the Stand United and the Demonic Ascension, but hold on, there's a fight happening. But yes, but as I was saying, like the Demonic Ascension set up for or in favor of the free agents. So I'm excited to see more of it later on in this game.
Yeah, a couple spells used. Frozen Bullet tried to flash to get a kill on Smite, doesn't work. Unfortunately, is Milio going to be the sacrificial lamb? But no, there is a volley. Oh
Yeah,
no!
Oh no, the volleyball not able to do much there. Stormbringer coming out, not going over the wall, wasn't ready for the magical journey right there. Brown just breaking ankles over here. We're gonna have to file a mishap report for that one.
Definitely gonna have to file a mishap report as resident safety available. Any help with filling that form? I think the Pyroclasm went off a little prematurely there.
Yeah, he tried to bounce it with the Scuttle Crab, and unfortunately he smited away, so he didn't get the bounce as he wanted to. But, I mean, Hoochoo has to back here, so if they really want to do this dragon, they can, and they will. Mals and Pals and Jabbo are just going to take this dragon for themselves, and they will be up 2-0 in the dragon department.
Has Gerben been taking lessons from Yui?
Nah.
Right.
I think it just we'll call it natural skill. Natural skill expression. Oh. AoE wants this. That good trade on downtown. That's actually a really good electrocute. Kind of pokes him out a little bit. But yeah, these are just good roams. And instead, actually, yeah, me, Mouse and Pals is saying, hey, I can't really compete with this Diana. I'll kind of swap lanes with you real quick.
Hoochoo coming out there with a stun, but the magical journey just baiting people in. The root will not land. Hoochoo will stay alive. The tempered fate not going to connect. And Hoochoo is playing with fire. 3-1 on this volley bear, but needs to be careful. Holy cow. Sundered Sky and the Ionian Boots of Lucidity. Definitely a threat to be messed with, but a carry for his team. So
I mean, he's got the tap shoes on, just dodging and weaving all these abilities.
Got his ankles broken earlier, but I guess he just put on a brace and fixed it out.
He got those platform shoes on. You know, he was like, you know what? I can't tap. Switched over to some beautiful blue.
Oh no, Smitty might be dead. That was an early flash.
Yeah,
and just
getting caught out. Nom coming out. Not going to be much to help. Frozen Bullet going to be able to chase him down with the auto attacks downtown, just setting these kills up. And Frozen Bullets is feeling pretty good on the best AD carry in the game right now. They're now looking towards the top lane. Gerb is going to be a little aggressive, but going to get forced out by Jabberwocky and Peachy Myra right there. Too scared to be the reason why their team is losing. E-Sub over here has to represent the 32 well, so can't be throwing the game right now.
Adam, please breathe. Take a breath.
Hey, I got so much to say.
I know you're making me winded over here.
I was blowing the Vuvalooza or whatever they're called at the Wing Award ceremony, and I've got breath to spare. I'm ready to run a 4-mile run after this. Let's go.
I can't wait for you to get 1 mile in and pass out.
The Scrying Bloom. What's it called? Scryer's Blossom? Something like that.
Yeah, Scryer's Blossom.
Ball dropped in the mid lane. AoE. Oh, and me, Mouse and Pals will have to flash away from there. Meanwhile, we're going to switch over to this jungle fight with Gerbs and Jabberwocky. Getting stunned up, and that will be a kill on Gerbs. You're going down with this top laner on the 34th from the 32nd. Wait, oh, that's only one of them. I'll stop that.
Are you okay? Do you need?
Hey, I have a lot of pent-up energy.
I see that.
My team's only lost to the 32nd and the 29th all season, and I'm very sad about both of them.
What are you talking about?
That's actually true. He's
Yep.
the only teams he's lost against has
Our
been the
4
32nd.
losses are
That's
only
it.
to the 32nd and 29th. And
That's
the best
it.
part is when we win the playoffs and we get the championship, everybody's going to realize.
I'm gonna say, like, didn't we beat you at the beginning of the season?
Maybe we have one win against the 32nd.
Oh wait, actually no, he's right. Yeah, I think the 867
We
actually
we
beat
did
Final
lose
Four.
to
Yeah,
Hawks
we beat
one.
you at the very beginning of the
Yeah.
season.
Ulin too good.
Well,
Thank
this is
God
back
Ulin
in
wasn't in
the
the other
days.
game. Oh. And we're going for the
Oh.
midnight in the mid lane. That is a little redundant, but Stormbringer coming out, and that will be Stand United. Drop down onto Mr. Downtown. Huge flash coming out from Praexium with the heal, trying to keep him alive. Oh, another heal coming out. I just realized we have double heal in the bot lane to keep their champions alive. People holding on to a little bit of HP. Moonfall coming down in the bot lane, and that will be a 1-for-1. Mid lane v mid lane, but in the bot lane, that is disorienting.
Are you okay? Do you need assistance?
Yo, I just want to.
So for that mid lane fight that broke out, there were 5 flashes
Oh,
burned
no,
in that
you have
exchange.
another fight breaking out in the top lane with Gerbs going on Jabberwocky. Jabberwocky trying to survive, but gets taken down.
That champion is a champion in League of Legends.
You know what? I'm fine with the Yone because Yone is so squishy in the mid game.
He really is perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
You know what champion is not? Oh. Gerbs escapes it, but still
Gerbs is
kind of
dead.
caught out. Yeah.
I'm not gonna even bother wasting my voice there.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, oh, that's pretty self-explanatory what happens.
Ooh, this would be a good question for the... Outside of Yumi, if there was one champion you could remove from the game and just permanently delete, who would it be and why?
You can answer that question. There's so many variables behind that.
You get
Yone
one.
existing
You get
in the
one.
game- Oh man, even with Yone existing in the game, it would still to this day be Yasuo. I hate that champion. His wind wall originates from his body. He can erase any projectile as long as he presses it 0.001 seconds before it hits him. AOI going in here with a huge moonfall, but the Temper Fate will deny it the damage right there. Now Downside turning to kill around, he will die. So now switching on to Hoochu. Hoochu will go down as well. Praexium getting caught out very low, but trying to finish Frozen Bullet. Gerbs will get that kill down. We're going to snap back, going down, Praexium going down, and that will be 4-for-1 overall. Smitty flashing away, taking 2 tower shots, almost a third nade. That will be an ace in favor of the Secret Agents.
That was a 1-for-5. Wow.
It looked like the fight was going to be turned with, especially I was like, okay, cool, you know, Tani is able to cast Tempered Fate, kind of caught out, but it just it doesn't matter. Frozen Bullet consistently heals, Dawning Shadow comes out, Stand United. In the meantime, Demonic Ascension, Mals and Pals is just playing Walking Simulator, slowly eliminating everyone's health, and it's just over time that dot damage adds up, and doesn't matter that Gerbs came down to try and help the fight. It doesn't matter, and it's just, yeah, it's a 5-for-1 for the side of the Secret Agents.
Is it I Downtowny or is it I Downtown?
I see an extra I after the town, so it's I Downtowny. Oh, I see. Or is it like in bracket of downtown?
Yeah, 'cause I think that, you know what? We just found the reason why Riot changed the font. Yeah, because I'm looking at the.
Listen.
You know what? English
It's
is
just
hard. all right?
downtown, but it's emphasized. So you don't just say downtown, you say downtown.
So, Hoochu do some damage going to escape. For
Why is
you,
he so
Washington.
fast? That champion is so
Yeah,
fast.
it's stupid. I don't.
Ooh,
he-
got a big
by
team.
OP.
I mean, he does have.
Oh,
He went
Smitty
Gust
getting caught out by the snare over there from Swain, and that will be an easy kill. Meanwhile, Senna going to throw out Dawning Shadow across the map, trying to keep her team alive. Jabberwocky did go down anyway, though.
I was gonna say the reason why he's fast in the bush is just because of the Gust Walk. He gets 30% movement speed to king over 2 seconds upon entering a bush.
Huge fly coming out. Downtown will finish the kill onto Gerbs right there, trying to get an easy 3v3, but not quite strong enough. They are just essentially losing to the strength in this bot half of the map right now. I think the Ducks are getting some false confidence from fighting around the Secret Agents jungler right here. But then the moment they're around Senna, Swain, Bard, they forget all the lessons they should have learned. And just, when will you learn, old man? I don't know. Something like that.
How many times do I gotta teach you this lesson, man? But you were saying earlier,
So Sejuani's Flail chose Yasuo as the champ to move from the game. Who's yours now?
The champion I struggle the most against is actually Fiora. So it would be
Because it's Unga Bunga.
no, it's not because it's Unga Bunga. It's actually because of the exact opposite. I can fight it. I can fight so many other people behind, ahead, neutral. Can't deal with Fiora. No matter where I am, for some reason she's my bane.
For me, it's Zoe. I absolutely despise that champion. I love it when I get sleepy trouble bubbles and I stand in place and then I see a projectile go halfway across 2 screens and it just one-shots me. I love it.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I love Praxium's it's dead. I also love, they could just stand in the mid lane and pick up free summer spells that me or my allies use, and then use it and get 3 seconds to pick up another summer spell. But as we see, Mouse and Palace pop the Demonic Ascension, Gerbs and Smitty unfortunately going to go down. Dawning Shadow comes in, and then they fall to the wayside. Another 2 kills over for the side of the Secret Agents.
Wow.
Despite this game being 6-19, I'm surprised there's only a 5k gold lead. Okay, we'll make it a 6k with that tower right there. But Jabberwocky trying to flash, or does not. Did he flash? I don't know. Trying to get away, but Good's really low. Hoochoo flashing onto downtown right there, going to stun him up. AOY not able to do much, but Stand United coming out. That will turn around onto Hoochoo right there. Not going to connect. I don't think it was casted at max distance. Oh, he's still going to get extremely low. Downtown just doing the most this game. Praexium trying to keep his team alive, but meanwhile, Frozen Bullet opening up the base. That will be the inhibitor also going down. Smitty coming here to clear out some minions. Let's get a stack check. 107. That is what you would hate to see at 23 minutes in the game. I think that is quite a bit behind, unfortunately. So we have a lot of clawing back to do if we want to drag this game out to late game.
Indeed,
Yep.
we do.
And then with this, they will be on Soul Point for their dragons. And this is a... Oh my god, it's not Chemtech. Yeah, Chemtech. Chemtech Dragon.
Man, we are all struggling today.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you know what? Something in the water. But I will caveat my earlier pick about getting rid of Fiora. That's when I was playing top lane in the jungle. Hands down, Shaco. I hate his boxes. He always finds me. And it's so stupid that he can just be like, "Oh,
So Shaco or Fiora then? Because you said
I'm
Fiora,
only considering the jungle. It's Viego. I love playing that champ, but man, that champion is so tilting to play against because I swear my teams never know, and I will flame my own team right now. The 501st, my teams never know to just like only focus him and not allow the resets. Oh. We're going to get a big fight in the top lane, trying to catch out Gerbs right here. Tempered Fate getting dropped down. Mousepal is actually going extremely low, but the Nevermore catching him out, and that will be his fate sealed, ironically.
Yeah. So right now, Smoke is actually 6 as our production was trying to figure out why the keyboard was fighting him.
It's ironic because Yone's ult is named Fate Sealed. Huge Stormbringer coming out from Hoochoo right there. They will finish off Jabberwocky. Jabberwocky not able to do much, but will get off his combo every game, getting every fight, getting the team extremely low. Smitty going down during the midst of that. Praexium going to be walking away.
I can't believe AoE actually got on that.
That is wild. Hey, I think, honestly, the Secret Agents just get Baron here. They don't really need their jungler because what is Hoochoo going to do? If Hoochoo could try to contest this, they aren't doing it extremely quickly. AOY going to check it out, does not have Moonfall available, will not be able to really do much here, and Hoochoo is at the red buff. Unfortunately, still a 5k gold lead, almost 6k gold lead coming out from the Secret Agents. This Baron will probably seal the fate as the fate seal comes out from Gerbs right there. Going to get Frozen Bullet low.
Sails it!
Oh my gosh! And the Temper Fade going to get dropped down. AOI and Gerbs will go down, but Hoochoo will follow. That is the Secret Agents now chasing them down, trying to delete the Baron buffs that they just lost.
Your mic being so hard.
I have so many questions.
If this was solo queue, you know everybody is question marking their jungler in all chat right now if you are on the side of the Secret Agents.
Yeah,
But unfortunately, I think the Secret Agents have so much of a lead that they're going to be able to just push in through the mid lane, have this super minion, and may be able to end
3
the game
seconds.
right here.
Yoni's up in 3
Gerbs is about to
seconds.
come out. AOI is about to come out. Hoochoo's about to come out. That will be the first Nexus Tower. Now we're going on to the second. Will they get it down? They will get it down. Huge shot coming out from PG Myra going on the ghost. That will be her deleted though. And Mob coming out trying to support the fight. PG Myra extremely low. Didn't even die. And now AOI getting a double kill. They're going to chase down with the magical journey following out. Jabberwocky going to use the arm guard right there, but will also go down. Triple kill for AOI. He is carrying this game.
That being
And
said, that is a very exposed Nexus.
Yeah, they at least got some from towers, but it's like, you know, if you're trying to end the game, they wanted to do that, but they just didn't realize that the death timers are still very low for the side of the 34th Ducks. Are able to come back up and get some kills, so they got some shutdowns on top of it. Brandburn Flash trying to get the stun on a Smitty, barely misses, so that's how he got taken down. And 3 kills for 0 essentially. And they still have the Baron buff on top of it, thanks to AoE stealing it on Diana. So right now they gotta see what they can get in their pocket. Dragon is up in 41 seconds, and this is going to be Dragon Soul if Secret Agents can secure it.
All right, let's recap real quick.
Yeah.
Smitty is clearly trying to keep stacking for his life right now. He just stacked on the Raptor camp. He's at 160 stacks for Dragon Training. If the Ducks deny the soul right here, I genuinely think there's a world where the Ducks come back and win this game. Despite having no Nexus turrets, the inhib is back up. They have 5 people up right now. All they have to do is let Hoochoo try to steal this. They just got to steal on the Baron from not even a jungler. If they steal this game, the mental might be in the dumpster, and Jabberwocky just struggling to do anything in this game. Hoochoo going to get the demonic ascension out from Mouse for free.
Frozen Bullet down!
Oh my god, huge! That will be now starting back on me Mouse. He does not have the Demon Flare anymore. He already let it go. Hoochoo coming out with the Stormbringer, going to have to flash out of there. Needs to stay alive. So
Just start the dragon.
Test the dragon. And now all they gotta do is go to the dragon. Smitty over here, 163 stacks. 70 stacks away from being a late game menace, and all they have to do is deny this dragon. That will deny the soul, that will prolong the game, that will be more of a chance for the Ducks to turn this around. 12 to 26, who cares? You now only have a 1k gold deficit. You are back in this game.
Oh my god. What a turnaround.
My mouth is frothing.
But that
Yeah,
another
you were just
great.
throwing at
But
the mouth
it's
over there.
for again with AoE, the great flank angle. Frozen had no clue. There was no vision from that side, and they're always like, "Oh, is that a tasty Senna by herself?" You're still an 80 carry at the end of the day. It doesn't matter. You're by yourself. Kills it, eliminates upfront damage, and Gerbs essentially in a 1v2 misses the Fate Unsealed. Doesn't get the kill on Peachy Myra. Downtown has to leave, and yeah, they're slowly clawing their way back.
I already know what Myra's saying right there.
No. AoE. Oh no,
Oh
AoE's
no.
down.
Oh no, you gotta remember their team is still fed. The bot side is still fed. You've been playing well as a team. You're not out of the game. It's okay. You've been playing well as a team. There's a big pick in the top lane, but play around your strengths. Group as a team. AOI can do huge damage. Smitty is almost there, fully stacked. He's level 14. Who cares that he's 0 and 5? Once he has 225 stacks, he is going to Shrek people.
Yes, indeed, indeed. Now I gotta ask you guys because we're all jungle players in this call right now.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What about
Coach,
you?
Coach Matt's a mid laner.
Well, Coach Match been later. Yeah, you're right. But I don't know about you, but
Okay.
I was sitting there as they were in that Baron pit earlier because I just thought about it during the dragon yelling.
Oh,
We might have
good
something
dude
here.
coming in, trying to defend
This
his
is
red
done.
buff right there. Going to get it away. How did that auto attack do 300
That-
damage? Holy cow.
Kind of wild. I
That
didn't think it would do
is
that much.
Weird. Anyway, I was expecting a
Smitty
smite, but
knows,
he
Smitty
didn't
knows.
have it.
Yeah, I
Smitty
was
getting
expecting a
slowed down,
smite.
using the flap, trying to get away. Will get slowed down and chased down by Frozen Bullet, but will get away with the heal.
Baron's up in 24 seconds.
Yep, Baron is up soon. But yeah, no, I'm not saying that I was slightly uncomfortable with how low Baron was getting with no smite, but I was slamming my smite. 100%.
Does get the flash out of the Bard.
I see him with a huge pink ward takedown.
185,
Stun
so 40
coming out
steps
from
off.
Nuchu, going on to downtown right here. Magical Journey trying to save him. Will get the stun to get him away. He has flash coming out from Frozen Bullet, dodging the moonfall. Timber Fang going to switch on to AOI. Now he's caught out. He will go down right there. Peachy Myra securing his fate with the taunt.
That's two big ultimates down. I mean, that was good Moonfall, but unfortunately Frozen Bullet had the flash up, but you don't have Stormbringer. If you give this over, sure, but I don't think you can defend your base. You have an exposed mid lane all the way down to your Nexus, so but they're not in position to even contest this, so this should be a Baron for the side of free agents.
So I'm
Yeah,
not mistaken, Baron
Going
gets
onto the Baron.
same
Baron getting
debuff,
extremely
too.
low. Jabberwocky going to finish that out. Hits level 16. Huge fight opportunity for them. Could come out with the Pyroclasm Flash going in. But not Blastcone trying to do much. Fate Sealed coming out. Going to get people extremely low. Frozen Bullet will not go down. Stand United not getting dropped quite yet. But Peachy Myra doing so much. Jabberwocky just finishing people off.
That's a
Prancian right
deep
for his
TP
life.
from
The
Diana.
Ducks are in a bad spot right now, but Diana coming in, looking for an opportunity, does have the Temper Fate going down, does not moonfall quite yet, going to get taunted by Pidgey Myra, getting instantly killed. That will be a huge falter for the Ducks. The secret agents could push into the base and potentially end the game right here.
They should be able to. There's only two alive.
there's
Timers are over
only two
30
alive. They
seconds to
have-
the 5v2. They got to pick a fight to even have somewhat of a chance, and they won't be able to, and that will be a game win for the free agents.
GG. Oh my god, what a game. 13-31. This is the second time we've seen it. It was mirror. That was incredible. What a game, guys. What a game. I don't even know who we bringing in.
Oh man, I think
I kind of want to bring in.
It's honestly out
Downtown. I
of game
wanna bring in the
impact. It's
Bard.
gotta be downtown.
I
It's
think
gotta be down. No.
he's saying to bring in the Mal. He's saying
He
to
is
bring in the
saying
Flame.
Mouse. All right, we will bring in Mr. Me Mouse and Pals, Staff Sergeant McBride. Welcome, congratulations on your win. What are your thoughts?
Thank you. It was a good game. I think I played pretty well. I really like how Sergeant Brown played as well. I like that Bard pick. I think it's the first time we've had it this entire set.
I think
Yeah,
we,
he
yeah, I think
definitely
we have.
played out of his mind.
It was incredible. But let's talk about you. Let's talk about your Swain real quick. Right? There were a couple of times where it was looking rough for you. You were in a really shiny armor. And you're like, all of a sudden, I now heal from you. Like, what was the thoughts into picking Swain this game?
So we knew we wanted to play around Senna a little bit, and knowing that in mind, Swain just doesn't feel great until he has like an item or 2. 2. But then after that, he's just so hard to kill. So we just wanted to focus on the team fight. and I knew I would just be in for a rough time in lane, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. But
Okay.
I'll extend the question to you, just because we've answered it so far in the booth. If there was one champion you could remove from the game, who would it be and why?
Wei, I cannot stand
Really?
that champion. Yeah,
Okay.
he has
Okay, alright.
everything. He does too much damage. He has self peel, and he can do it all from 3 miles away from you. It's crazy what that champ can do. And he's in my lane, so I hate him.
So you hate Hue over Zoe then?
Yep, don't care about Zoe that much.
Really? Okay. See, I guess I just hate being shot away. Okay. So kind of looking back at the draft phase, right? You instant lock Shen. You go Senna Bard. Makes sense. Senna is really good for Frozen Bullet. Going into the Brand jungle and then finally rotating it off with your Swain pick mid. Without looking, you're seeing the Diana, you're seeing the Volibear composition. Did you like that just because you're able to sustain a lot in those fights and consistently peel, or not peel, but do dot inside those team fights, or what was the Swain reasoning for
So-
picking up in the mid lane?
Our original plan before those last 2 picks came in was for me to pick Diana or Pantheon mid, just so that we could get some more lockdown on Smolder, because melee Smolder is just really hard to kill. But then once those 2 melee champs came in, Swain became a lot better of a pick, just because they have to fight into me, and that's really hard once I get a few items.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, no, that makes sense. But yeah, as we look in this, oh sorry.
Oh, sorry. I'm just looking at the potential, because I know I did an update for our community side in the Discord on potential seating changes that could happen. So
Yeah, so that was actually what I was
with
about to comment on.
with JT winning tonight and the Ducks losing tonight, it will come down to a tiebreaker for not getting last place not tomorrow, but next week on Tuesday. And with you guys winning tonight, if you guys can win against the 32nd, there is a world that you guys will be stacked up to be in a tiebreaker for 3rd seed. So how do you guys feel about that? What is
But who are the
what are
tiebreakers?
the thoughts?
Who would the tiebreaker be,
would
though?
be between the free agents and the 32nd.
No,
Because
they
that-
actually have advantage because the free agents beat them earlier in the season, so they would have the
The
advantage.
free
on
agents are 0. Sorry. Oh.
Yeah, make sure you're reading the right numbers. Right.
Oh,
right
I was reading a little bit backwards. Actually, yeah, if you guys beat the 32nd on Tuesday, it is a guaranteed
3rd seed.
3rd seed for you guys. So, have there been any thoughts towards that yet?
Some from our team. I let Solts handle all the record stuff. I just show up to play.
Actually,
But yeah, it's exciting.
I think all of the games next week are for. Most of the teams playing are fighting for their seed.
Yeah. So as of right now, the only one that is confirmed is Joint Team Maritime Vanguard. They are going to be the 6th seed no matter what. That will not
And
change.
Troll Kings.
And the Troll Kings locking up first. Those are the 2 teams that have been confirmed, locked in, that will not change. Next Tuesday at 6 o'clock, between the 32nd and the free agents, it's basically between 2nd through 4th place. The only reason I say 4th is because against the 867th Hawks, they'll be 1-1. So in a world where if the Hawks somehow beat the Troll Kings next week, they would go into a tiebreaker
Maybe
against
beat them.
32nd.
Oh, yeah,
dang.
there are a lot of opportunities for some tiebreakers next week. Okay, so
absolutely
we have so much stuff going on. Honestly, we won't even be super close to knowing exactly how the seedings may get shooken up until
literally the last.
Tuesday.
Yep.
But yeah, and so we're gonna have to prep for maybe a longer day on Thursday overall. But I have, for being the free agent team where it's been a lot of players from different units, kind of hodgepodge together, a little bit of a melting pot, I've been extremely excited to see how you guys have performed all season. Even in the games that you guys have lost, I feel like have been, for the most part, extremely close. You guys had both of your games against the 29th extremely close to potentially winning those games. So, how are you guys feeling overall as a team? I feel honestly, the top 6 seeds right now have some sort of contention for being a winner in the playoffs, but how are you guys feeling as a team?
Pretty good. I think we've only had one game so far that we really got like blown out. So I think with that in mind, every other game has been really close. So I'm not super nervous, super worried. I think we'll do all right. Get Soltz his championship win before he may or may not leave the Air Force. We don't know yet. So
Well, maybe if he wins the playoffs with you guys this season, maybe that'll convince him to stay in the Air Force just a little bit longer, because I'm hearing inklings of a 75th IS team coming out next season.
it's
Oh,
always a
hopefully.
possibility. Yeah.
Could you imagine? It's like, hey, if you win the cup, you're gonna re-enlist.
I mean, he has to at that point. So
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
right. It's a
Let's
guaranteed 5 years.
wager it. Honestly, somebody hit him up with that wager. Say, hey, if we win, are you going to just stay in?
Hopefully, we'll see. Do we have any more parting shots from the group?
I think I've asked everything I wanted to ask.
Nothing
Odell?
yet, but after I just want to say thank you to the viewers at home. Tuning in every single day for these weeks for the season's 3rd season overall. We really appreciate it, because without you guys, we can get the feedback and the involvement to make these streams work. Shout out to Matt, our producer, for helping us run the streams tonight, as well as IS Tallow. He's not here right now, but for him, just significantly leaps and bounds for putting everything together for the streams as we've seen in the past, getting us ready for playoffs to make them better than they have been in the past. And with next week, it's the final week before playoffs begin. And the first playoff series will begin that Friday. We'll figure out what the seedings look like. But next Tuesday, 19th of March, it's the final 8 games left. At 6 o'clock, 32 IS Blue Knights take on the free agent Secret Agents. That will definitely be a banger matchup starting us off right. And the final game for Tuesday will be the 44 IS Vikings taking on the 34 IS Ducks. Then we rotate into Thursday at 6 o'clock. It's the 501st taking on Joint Time. And at 7 o'clock, it's the 867th Hawks taking on the 29th Troll Kings. Before we have a little, I would say, post-game coverage of kind of talking about the playoff series, how we feel about the seedings, as well as any predictions for certain matchups. Until then, I am your host, Eternal Cries. Joining me in the booth is Hejwani's Flail and Logan Silvers. Thank you so much. Me, Mouse, and Pals joining us and rounding out the night. Everyone have a great weekend, and we'll see you next Tuesday for the final week of the 3rd season of the Fort Meade Cup. Have a nice night, and join us next time.